Hello, everybody out there in cyberspace, and talking particularly today about colds and flus and how to deal with them when you're pregnant, because that's a problem. Because everybody says, "Oh, you can't take this and you can't take that." But I went to, and what inspired that topic is that I went this week to this, which was fantastic. I was actually a keynote speaker there. They introduced me as an honorable guest. I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. So that was the Third World Congress on Traditional and Complementary Medicine. But there was one particular speaker there who was fascinating. Well, they're all fascinating. But Kevin Spellman, who's the Chief Scientific Officer at Indomira in New Zealand, he's an American actually, who's working here as well, and he's a phytochemist, and his whole talk was about echinacea. Fascinating, right? Because echinacea is one of those things that has been around a long time, and we all hear about it as being useful for colds and flus, but there just seems to be a general lack of real understanding of the product. And certainly you hear people talking about that it doesn't seem to do much, yet it's infamous, and it's been around in North America, for hundreds and hundreds of years being used. So what's the story on it? So he sort of shed a whole lot of light on echinacea, and basically the problem with the echinacea that we're getting when we go into a health store is the instructions on the back of it as to how much we should be using. He said his words were they are a subclinical dose, which means it's a dose that's so low it's not going to do anything. Of course it's not going to fix you. So I had a good chat with him about that, and basically here's the story. So when you go into a shop to buy your liquid version of echinacea, and there's a dropper in the bottle, that dropper contains about 1 ml, and you need 5 full droppers. He said a whole teaspoon. You need a teaspoon of that level of dose to begin with, and then an hour later half a teaspoon, another hour later half a teaspoon, etc. And the real impact comes in at 2 to 3 hours after taking it, and that's when you really start to show that the symptoms of the cold and flu will actually reduce, and it's very obviously clinically obvious in trials. And the only adverse effect of it is bitter taste. So mix it with some orange juice. And we're so pampered these days in the West with it comes to, well, medicine has to taste so good, and if it doesn't taste good, yak. Whereas in Eastern medicine and Indian medicine, ancient traditional medicines, it always tastes good, A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. I mean, that was, Mary Poppins days. So it's really only these soft pussies that we are these days where it has to taste good, or I don't want to take that. Anyway, so that's what the topic's going to be about today is echinacea and all those other things that we want to take, and can we take, and what can we take when we've got colds and flus and we're pregnant. So yeah, to join the Motherwise Inner Circle masterclass groups, just go to my website www.kathyfray.com, skim down that homepage, and you will come across a package called Essential Basics, and that's the way to get in with a grin with us. Okay, I wish you all a wonderful rest of your week, and love you. Bye.